Move on to what we want to see adapted in the future, guys. I kind of want to go with you, Chelsea, first to kind of see because what the future holds. Because we're in a series of unfortunate events with Hollywood, unfortunately, where they are focusing so much on streaming to the point where they're starting to realize we are about to lose the entire industry of theaters and our money-making opportunities if we don't backtrack on this.
And there's no preservation.
And there's no preservation. In fact, Disney has released The Mandalorian Season 1 and 2, WandaVision. WandaVision. You have Andor, the Star Wars series.
Obi-Wan got released on Blu-ray.
All these different Disney Plus shows are now releasing on physical release, Blu-ray and 4K, because they realize we can actually make money off of this as well, and it just makes sense.
Instead of just the first week it's released.
And they're like, so let's kind of just do it because we kind of need to make money anyway, so that works. Because there's still a market out there, and with people, I'm not going to go into any more physical media, but anyway, the industry's different, and it's changed. And I just want to know what you want to see, regardless of streaming, regardless of style or substance.
If it's regardless of technological
focus or abilities that the industry is in, I want to see what you would have adapted, whether it be the silver, small, or digital interactive screen.
Probably there's a couple picture books that just are like, what are you doing? Make this a movie. One of them is Ignis. I'm trying to remember. It's Patrick. I'm trying to remember the name of the guy who did it. But that book, it's like, what? It's like 10, maybe 12 pages long. And the illustrations kind of tell everything. It's about a little dragon. Oh, what are you doing? But yeah, it's about a dragon going on an adventure. And he meets friends. And then he comes back home. And that's all it's about. But like it's so sweeping in just the 12 pages that it is. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, this is easily... like, boom, I see this as a movie. Mm-hmm. And probably a dream, like a wish list one, like probably would never be made into movies, would be like some of Bruce Colville's earlier work, which is a children's book author, you know, probably only known by kids who go to libraries.
Yeah.
In the fantasy section, children's fantasy section. But he did a series of very cute, what is it called? It's called Moon Goblin and Me, about a wizard who is so clumsy and this little boy who meets him, and the little boy's more competent than the wizard, but they're actually really good friends. It's really good about friendship, and it's cute, and him and his wife did it. And you know, that I would love to see in like the vein of classic Snow White, maybe, but with more comedy. Just if I had like a dream project.
Yeah, that would be really cute. The computer definitely heard that.
Squish the mic. Your body.
David is not happy.
I'm not saying anything. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Everyone be silent so we can cut.
You gotta get pulled closer, Adelaide.
There we go.
Get that blank space away from your,
All right. Anyway,
so Chelsea, your pick would be...
I already said it while you were gone.
What was the call? What was it?
So one was called Ignis, which is a picture.
Pause.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Push your phone down, son. Okay, well, that's awesome. So Ignis and
then Bruce Colville's series called Moon Goblin and Me, about a wizard and a little kid who meets him, and it's really cute. Like, you look at it, and I would say if it was a possibility, an animated series in the vein of classic Snow White, but more comedy.
Okay. That's cool.
It's because the illustrations really have that.
Are we talking animated?
I'm talking animated.
Okay, cool.
And like his wife's illustrations are round faces, round nose, very Disney-like. So it's so cute, and it just makes me happy when I have a bad day.
I'm imagining it in the style of like, what's that one?
It's like a medieval times. No, what's during that medieval times? Like Gummy Bears.
Moomin.
Oh, Moomin.
Yeah, I'm imagining it like Moomin is what you're saying.
It could be like that, yeah.
Which is also based off a book series.
But it would follow... it's based off a Swedish comic book series.
Swedish comic book.
Or Danish. Was it Danish or Swedish? I don't know. Nordic.
All right, David, what would you have adapted if you had the power, the money, the choice, the creative direction?
Let's see.
Also, go into not detail, but let me know if it's like animated, live action, a series, a movie.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. So I've got a couple,
All right.
and they're both kind of different. So first one that I thought of is something that could never be done right. This is a book that could never, in my opinion, could never have a proper movie adaptation. But I wish it were possible. It's called House of Leaves.
House of
I know what
Leaves.
this is. By Marcus Zuzak.
Yeah.
Or not Marcus Zuzak.
Mark Z. Danielewski.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so House of Leaves is kind of a psychological sort of thriller novel about a guy who's cleaning out some dude's apartment, and he finds this film that chronicles this like celebrated photographer moving to a small suburban community with his family to just get away from the stress of city life. And they discover something's up with their house, like the dimensions are bigger on the inside than they are on the outside. And then eventually they discover this like infinite dark labyrinth that just goes on forever. And so while he's watching this documentary film that he just found, because this guy like died and he was helping the apartment owner clean out his stuff out of the apartment. So he gets interested in this film, and so he looks up the information and finds out that this film doesn't actually exist. He can find no record of it. The person who supposedly made it doesn't exist. It's just...
Isn't this also the book where the formatting on page is different and there's like the page is cut out?
Is this that book you were telling me about, David? That's like almost incomprehensible?
No.
Okay.
No.
That was a different
No,
one.
this is okay, so
give me the name of it again? Sorry.
It's called House of Leaves. And so basically as he's watching this film and trying to find out more about this film that supposedly does not exist, the person who made it doesn't exist. The house in it doesn't exist. It's just there's just nothing there.
There's like no record of anything that he's experiencing.
And as he's delving more and more into this, his sanity starts to come undone. And it's very, very creative, very, very well done book.
I could easily imagine that being something really fun. Like you could get so creative with filmmaking.
Dope.
Like if it was regular
Dude, that's
right?
awesome.
So like throughout the book, as he starts to lose connection to reality, the words start to change on the page, and there's like holes and shapes and weird stuff happening.
This looks so awesome.
It's really interesting. I had heard about it. It was on my want to read radar a couple years ago, but then last year it exploded on TikTok. People found out about it and it just went crazy.
Dude, look at this. This is freaking awesome.
I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, different squares.
I didn't know that it exploded. I thought it was...
It exploded.
I'm looking.
I was under the impression that it was still kind
niche.
of an unknown
Yeah.
property.
Really?
So it looks like Gen Z has discovered this, unfortunately, David.
Dang it.
What I do want to say is,
It's too late.
I just Googled the book, and Mark Z. Danielewski did a interview on YouTube from some random channel on April 1st. And he talks about the book called Navigating the House of Leaves. I'm interested to follow this
Don't
book
believe
and,
everything you see on April 1st, but you know.
I know, but it looks like he's
Oh,
actually
you're right.
getting interviewed and stuff.
No, it's probably normal. It's probably
Everybody
fine.
in the comments is like, yeah, this is a great interview. It's a very small interview.
What was
but
your
this is
other
really
one,
cool.
David?
That's
Okay,
awesome.
so my first one was House of Leaves.
Sounds awesome.
Never will be done right, but oh, how I wish it could be. My other one has a film adaptation, but I want to see I would like to see like a series adaptation, because this is a book series, not just a book. And I'm talking about Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You'd think that would be more adaptations of
choice,
that.
yeah.
by
Yeah,
now.
so
Huh.
I would like to see like a more like a TV series
Yeah.
that follows the storyline of the book series,
Narrated by Jeremy Clark.
and does it a little bit more, treats it a little bit more faithfully than the film adaptation did.
That would probably be easy to break up into episodes too.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Like way
Easy.
easy.
Because in just one book, you got little adventures going on.
Yeah.
So
There's like parody chapters and everything, and like that have nothing to do with the main characters.
That'd be super fun. I like that choice of as a series because that makes perfect sense.
I think if they did adapt it into a series and they advertised from the makers of Doctor Who, I think people would
Oh man, I think
gravitate toward it
I
because
think
that's
people
more of a
would.
well-known property.
I don't know.
But it's a well-known British
That's
property
true.
that's science fiction.
Like, you want the BBC to make the series?
And
I
like
don't
Doctor
know.
Who's a little quirky already, but not to the point of satire. you know?
Yeah.
So
Give it to Edgar Wright.
It can
or
get
something. Give it to a
philosophical,
British
though.
movie director and make a series. out
Edgar
of it.
Wright would be great.
they have to
Yeah.
be British. They
He's
got to be British.
Edgar Wright's
Yeah, Edgar
British.
Wright's
No, I know, but I'm saying whoever does it, like you can't go the Mary Poppins route.
Mary Poppins. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I see what you're saying. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Adelaide, you have a whole stack of books right there.
I put out the ones that are coming out this
I
year.
saw the omnibus of the big one you might mention, but yeah, you have these listed here. But yeah, anyway, go for it.
Well, these ones
Made me
are
laugh.
only out because I'm excited because they're coming out this year. Wanda's adaptation comes out at the end of this month.
Okay, that's
But
on Apple
I'm
TV.
really
That's on Apple TV.
skeptical about it.
Okay,
Very skeptical.
well, they got money behind it. They have Apple TV money,
They
so
do.
that's good.
Yeah, I
This is
guess so.
animated,
But
so-
Tony DiTerlizzi is heavily advertising it on his Instagram and Twitter. He's very vocal
He's
about
involved with it though.
Um,
right?
Yeah,
he
I
posts
think
art
he's
every day,
involved.
though.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
He's very interactive online.
Mm.
But so I am very interested in what they're gonna do with it. I'm not hyped yet for it, but I'm interested.
I'm gonna watch it. You ain't gonna stop me watching
I'm gonna
it.
watch it. But
Yeah.
and then the second one that's gonna come out this year is the Wild Robot
Wild
adaptation.
Robot!
It's gonna be so good.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh,
so
I'm ready to
excited.
cry.
I
Legit.
just read.
David, it's her most anticipated movie of the year.
I just finished book 3, yeah.
This isn't mine. This is my nephew's. But because they borrowed my first 2 copies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the art, if you just look at like the art in the books and like how they adapted it in the movie,
That looks like paper cutouts.
yeah,
Oh, it's
Um,
cute. Yeah.
it's
And then the movie is
it's
so
gonna
like
be so good. And it's DreamWorks who adapted How to Train Your Dragon Home, which is based on a book that Chelsea says was not good.
An improvement. That was another one that
They
probably
improved
would-
Home. They
yeah.
improved How to Train Your Dragon. They were able,
You know what they
even
also
though you
did?
don't like it, they were
Hey.
able to take
You know what they
Oh,
also
Guardians of Childhood
did
and
that I
Adapted.
just thought of
what?
was Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
No, that's Sony.
That's
Oh,
funny.
dang it. It was Sony.
They
Okay, never
did
mind.
do Captain Underpants
Oh,
movie,
I-
and that is one of the perfect adaptations.
Really?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, we talked about that.
Have you ever read the books?
I read the
Captain
first one.
Underpants?
Yeah. Yeah, the first
Have
one.
you seen the movie?
I've seen most of it. Yeah.
Oh, it's a good
Hilarious.
It's pretty
adaptation.
much
It's a really good
really
adaptation.
great creation.
Down to like the animation and the animation style and stuff like that.
Yeah, I got to say the animation style's pretty good.
But